a place where the sun kisses the waves, where dreams dance on the sand. Lumina Bay, with its stunning shores, a slice of paradise so grand. Morning light on the tranquil beach, barefoot walks hand in hand, joy and love in the salty breeze. This is where our hearts expand. The Lumina Bay, where life is bright, with nights that sparkle and days so fine. From golden dawn to starry skies, we find our peace of mind. Neon lights and the laughter sings as the moonlight paints the town. In every heart there's a song to play, and we never feel let down. With the best of care at every stride, emergencies meet their match. Innovations keeping us safe and sound. In Lumina Bay they catch. The Lumina Bay, where life is bright, with nights that sparkle and days so fine. From golden dawn to starry skies, we find our peace of mind. Lumina Bay, where life is bright, with nights that sparkle and days so fine. From golden dawn to starry skies, we find our peace of mind. Our peace of mind.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Lumina Bay stream episode number 10. I apologize. We have been, 2 weeks off now? We had some very unforeseen events happen in life, and things had to happen, so I apologize. We're going to pick up where we left off, and I'll be honest with you, I had to go back and re-watch the last stream so that way I could understand where exactly there we go, much better. Where exactly we left off. So last we left off in the Lumina Bay area, we had just completed Aspen Hills Industrial Complex. We completed the train station. And as you can see, it was running very unsmooth-like. And so we did a little bit of a workaround. With the help of a friend of mine who is a city engineer, or a city planner, he came up with this ingenious system, and underground, it's a mess. But above ground, it's actually not. So let's go ahead and do something real here. Yeah, underground, it's a mess. But above ground, it's not. There's a lot of entrances and exits to different areas that people can use. So that's that. Now, one thing he did do is he helped me set up this really cool looking intersection. So everybody comes in from over here, and they all come into a one lane. So you come off of here, go into one lane, and it's fine, right? And they make out into two, and then they come over here into this intersection there, and they come here. It's honestly really neat the way he was explaining it to me. And ever since I have, and I forgot to do something. I forgot to remove the traffic light here like he told me to, because that's supposed to be a give way. There we go. Now everybody goes through and moves with purpose. So that is Aspen Hills Industrial Complex. Now what we failed to do last time is we need more plastic facility for this, but we'll come back to this later. It is a level 5 of 5. It means it's producing 8 tons of output of plastics and petroleum. So output of oil, 120 barrels, petroleum of 29 barrels, and output of plastics of 4 tons, and that's per week. So that actually works out, and we are making a profit of 11,000 weekly profit here, with an upkeep of 3,000, or roughly 3,500. We'll put that there. And this is our oil industry. It's literally just some oil wells, some petroleum production, some plastics production over here, and a warehouse. That's pretty much it. Today we're going to focus on, we've got a lot to go on, and so why I've started this stream super early is relatively simple. I need to turn down the chirper. It hurts. I am so sorry. Audio. Chirper. There we go. Jesus. Put that at 35. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. There. No, it's still too loud. We'll go ahead and just drop the chirper down to 10 so we can still hear it, but... Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to have a extremely long stream, just because we normally run for about 2 to 3 hours every stream. I'm going to try to run 6. I'm going to try to run 6 or 7 hours for this stream, just because we haven't been here, and yeah, that's it. We haven't been here. The other part of the thing that I was trying to do, we are going to get Aspen Hills completely filled in today. I want to make Aspen Hills, all of this side of the map, all right here, completely filled in. And so this is going to get good. Oh, we have a fire. A big fire. Oh, well, that's what happens when you use trees as noise canceling. It tends to burn quickly. But I had no real other option there. So, that's unfortunate. That house did burn, but it's, actually it upgraded. So, never mind. Alright. Taking a look back at Aspen Hills, there is a dead wave currently happening. And that was to be expected when we put this in. Wait a minute. Good morning. Alright, apologies. Let's see. Let's take a look at something real fast. Death care. Yeah, we have some pretty good usage here. We don't have any death care here in... That's crazy. We don't have any death care here in... why is that, I wonder? Alright, now, let's... Where are you now working here? You should be. You're 20 of 20. But you're not processing anybody. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. Let's fix that problem. And we're going to put just a small one right there. We're going to remove... Make this a corner van. And we'll just do that. Now we're experiencing a death wave over here. In the... in Alpine Hills at the current time, or Aspen Hills, sorry, in Aspen Hills, because of two things. When we put this in, it was a mass dump of things, of houses, so that in of itself was a bad thing, and it was a bad thing, sort of. Sort of was a bad thing. Anyway, we are going to continue to build out Aspen Hills. Also, we are going to start to build out Hamilton Heights, and it's kind of buried in here with the university, but we're going to start to build out Hamilton Heights, and we need to up our student game here. We need to up our student game. So one of the things I'm going to do, policies, and we've actually got all the policies. So there's nothing we can really do about the student game right now. We just need more people. We need more people. We need more university students. So that's going to be tough. All right. First things first, Aspen Hills is a hilly area. But what we're going to put up here, and we're going to try to do some stuff here. Aspen Hills is a hilly area. And as you can see, there's a lot of trees and such in this area. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take some trees real fast, and we're just going to try to I'm just going to try to brush them in here. Just paint them. Paint them in. We want trees. We want trees. We want trees. Trees in Aspen Hill is good. Why are trees good, you're asking? Well, because the more green cities are, the better they look. Sorry about that. One more. Alright, the more green the cities look, the happier they are. So, let's go ahead and knock this down to 1 real fast. We're going to just pick this truck. No, we're going to pick a vehicle. Pick a vehicle that's driving. Stop. Free cam mode. Alright, so check this out, right? You're driving down this road. Let's just say you're driving down this road. You're coming down, you're like, oh, this town looks pretty decent. You come across the interstate system, right? You come across the interstate and you're like, hey, that's kind of cool. You're driving through here, You get to a couple commercial restaurant buildings, some a laundromat, a bookstore, Jubilee ice cream. You're like, oh, that's cool. Look, you even got yourself a furniture kind of like business thing. Right? You're driving through. Hey, look, a Schneider truck. Anyway, you got your fire department. Look at that. The fire department looks awesome here, by the way. Just really good. But then you come up into this, and you're like, wow, look, a Aspen area, an area full of trees. Just something that breaks up the monotony between the downtown core and, I mean, if you were driving here, obviously you wouldn't have the top of the tree look, but you would have, you get here to this intersection light and you go, oh, look, a buried interstate exit. And then you come in here and you realize it gets much more packed, much more full of vibrant life. You have a park with a public library here. And then you come into the center where the police station is, the emergency shelter, all the parking, the bus terminal, the transport tower. You got all this stuff. You got another park right here, a giant traffic circle, a fire station, and you get over here and it's just nothing but homes, You come out here and here's your ferry stop. Right, and you can walk. By the way, there is an extensive walking path underneath this entirety of this city, allowing you to walk from different places to different places. And then you come over here to the school, and you sit here on the edge of the school property, and you go, damn, this school's really busy. And yeah, there's your elementary school, there's your high school. They're doing really well for themselves. They have their own water capability, and they're doing good. And then you look out back over the water, and you see the skyline of Orchard Park and Kent Square, and what's becoming of Hamilton Heights. It's a beautiful setup. The only part I don't like is this oil area, but we're going to get it filled in, and it's going to look good. Also, those of you that didn't know, I did take an inspiration from a buddy, and he said put a train down here, so that's what I did. Now, it's causing a little bit more issues, but it's getting there. As far as I can see, traffic is doing really well. Our commercial area is popping. Excuse me. The Arby's got destroyed by the tornado, and unfortunately, it didn't repair itself, so I will have to put that in as soon as I can. Sorry about that. Yeah. So let's get right on to Aspen Hills. So first things first, we're going to need a road. And so what we have done is we're not expecting to add a lot of high-density residential up here. This is all going to be low-density houses. Rows upon rows of houses. So what we're going to do, go ahead and page up. Come on. There you go. There we go. All right. We're just going to straight this You know what? No, we're not gonna straighten this road. We'll do something cool. Maybe. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna free-form a road there. So there's your main road, and then free-form. Let's go ahead and give it a real sharp curve. Keep curving it out. We're going to curve this thing right up the hill. And we're just going to straighten it up the hill here. Just send it straight up the hill. And there we go. We now have our main street. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if it's, you know, how steep it is in some places, if we need to fix it. And we don't really need to fix it. Oop, there's a steep spot. No, how steep was that? No, it's not too steep. It's not too steep. Okay. Well, you don't want to make sure you have, when you're doing city streets, like especially main roads, you don't want to have many large, how do I say it? Large, steep hills. I mean, just trucks don't like that, right? Like this is a little steep for me, but we can't really solve that. So, look at this guy. This guy is, hang on. Look at this guy. The guy's on two wheels over here. That's crazy. Alright. And we have another death wave going on, and there's not really much we can do about it. Just gonna have to happen here. Okay, so we now have our main road through Aspen Hills. We're gonna known this as Aspen. No, this is not Aspen Hills Boulevard. No, this is Aspen Hills Highway. There we go. And what we're going to do then, we're also going to make sure this whole road runs the length, and it does. So the Aspen Hills Highway. There's a reason we're calling it Aspen Hills Highway, because this road here is Aspen Hills Boulevard. And we're just going to make sure it goes all the way down, and it does. So this is Aspen Hills Boulevard. Okay. Now, we have our main road leading directly to an interstate connector, but here's the problem. Everybody wanting to come over here is going to come over here via this interstate exit and travel this way and come over here. It's going to really back up this interway. So what we need to do is we need to find the longest point, which is going to be right here, sort of. And we're going to need to drop a... That's going to be way too steep, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be way steep. Okay. So, problem numero uno. Problem numero uno. Well, we're going to solve that problem. Alright, now, we have that underneath. Now we're going to raise this up to 3. We're going to glide up the hill. Alright, we're going to do it over here so that we can... Now check that out. It's a little steeper, a little steep grade, and what we can do is we can smooth out this with a slope, and look at that. So everything is now sloped. So you just have a going into the grade, right? Come down here, you come out perfect. So that's that. Now we have a way for people to cross over from here to here to get over into the downtown. Obviously, we'll have to take the boulevard, but that'll be fine. We can do one more, I think. Well, no, we really can't do one more because we have houses on that side. That sucks. We'll think about that. We'll keep that in the back of our mind. We may do that later. We'll keep that in the back of our mind. We may put one here, kind of crossing over here, so that way people can go and get to this boulevard. But for now, we're going to leave it. So what we're going to want to do is we want several areas worth of fun here in Aspen Hills, because we have a commercial area, we have a leisure area. And so what we're going to do is I think we are going to start out over here, and we're going to see about how the grade is. So let's take a look. About how lower the... Alright, so this area is pretty flat. Pretty flat. I got a couple of small indents here, but nothing too serious. But it doesn't start becoming hilly until about right here. So we have a lot of flat space back over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of help this out a little bit. We're just going to raise it up a little. Ah, see? See, that's where you show right there. It shows your where your flat becomes not so flat. And that's fine, because that works out good. So we have some flat. So let's make this flat. Kind of come to a crescendo right there, and then just bring it all the way out here to the border. And there we go. We now have flat. What we're about to do, there we go. So this will be like our commercial zone. We'll put another Walmart. Every area needs at least one Walmart. You have one over here, and we're going to put another one as long as we can. I know it's a unique build. I believe it's a unique building, but I think I could get around that by making it not unique using the Find It tool. So, let's not get ahead of ourselves on the Walmart, though. We need people first. So, let's make a subdivision. So, we have this interesting little roundabout tool. No. Intersection tool. Looking for... Is it in the police, I wonder? Industrial Park. Yep, Oak Ridge. Here we go. Perfect. So now we're going to have an Oak Ridge residential district. Now we're going to kind of just muscle this in here. We need to put this on a straight path. So what we'll do is we'll delete this. Put this on a straight part here. Put that right there. Cool. Now we'll take a regular road, a regular one way, but we're gonna do a grass one way. And then we'll do another one. Okay. And then delete these two. And we will then do a regular... Where is my good road? There it is, the good avenue. Road is... Okay. So now, what I just did is I added a little thing there. So what I can do is I can take this road that we just used, and I can make myself a little a T. Eat some of those. Make the brush down a little size. We can just fill this in with concrete. Now, let's hit the... There we go. So now what we got to do is we actually need to maneuver this a bit. Because this is off just a little bit. We don't like that. This one is also off just a little bit. Booyah. Oh, look, we have Oak Ridge Estates. There we go. Oak Ridge Estates. We have now a kind of a gated community, if you will. And it'll lead down into here. And we're going to have some nice ponds and such down there for people to use and live by. First thing is first, though, straighten out this intersection. This intersection kind of looks bad. Straighten this out. Make this straighter. There we go. Perfect. So, let's go ahead and make that one go there, right? That one go there. That one go there. And that one go there. We will do this and make that a give way. So this is basically a one giant roundabout. Now, we'll fix the main road later. We're going to have to do some lane math here on the main road. But we're going to focus on the... Hello, Wobbs. Welcome to the stream. Sneaking into... yes, so the... Sneaking into Oak Ridge Estates. I like it. There's no houses for you yet, but there will be. Let's start out. I believe I have some mansions. I do not. Seaside resorts. I do not have any mansions. That's unfortunate. So we're going to have to make some. Which is fine. We'll have to make some mansions. Which will work out. So, we're going to set up the roads properly first. Right fast. So, we're going to do the freeform tool. We're going to run down. Give ourselves a little bit of run. Down the hill. Back around. And we're going to do like that. And then we're going to do like this. And we're going to go back up in here, right? And so there we go. Now we're going to have our... I've been doing good there, Wobbs. GeoGuessr King #1. Thank you for follow. Or for the follow. Jesus, I cannot speak today. Yeah, I appreciate the follow. Sorry. And Wobbs, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Just let me know if anything is buggy about my audio. Had to fix some stuff, so... yes. Alright. Let's do this. Let's get the brush size. Now, let's go back down a little bit. I want to do a little bit lower worth of a... Ooh, tis be a little too deep, I'm afraid. That's a little too deep of a lake. No. Hold on. Let's get rid of some of these trees. We're going to put a little lake here. But that's very deep of a lake. I'm doing a lot of obscure games. A lot of fun. I happen to enjoy this game. And I have a few friends that actually do also enjoy this game. And but they are actual city planners and engineers that actually enjoy the game. So, but nonetheless, I do play some more obscured games. All right, now we've got ourselves a little lake. What we're gonna do is we need it empty for the lake, because the lake itself is it's gonna overflow if we don't have it empty. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a small one, do a little small empty, and okay, we're gonna need to get a little lower, so we'll cut this in over here. And then we'll go ahead and do there. Now, problem number 2, or problem number 1 with this area. And we had problem number 1 earlier with Aspen Hills. Right, well, we're in Aspen Hills, but problem, well, more than one problem, I guess. We've got a small problem here, which we can fix. Let's go ahead and do that just a little bit. We'll raise up the water level so here, so that way, you know, we have some semblance of a lake, and it still feeds out. So, next issue, we need to find a lower lake, a lower level. So, let's find that level. And this is the edge of the town, but or edge of the city, rather. But we will commandeer it for now. We will commandeer it. And we're going to need to go lower than that. So I cut, I'm sorry, I've just now paid attention to the stream chat, I apologize. I cut my teeth on this game on console, and then I bought my computer. So, needless to say, this game has been and will continue to be one of my favorite games. I just started into this game on computer. They actually do. They help somewhat. So my buddy Criff, if you look, they ripped me on this. All of this tunnel shit, they ripped me on. They were like, dude, that is some of the most unrealistic tunneling I've ever seen. I was like, I'm just trying to get rid of traffic. However, they helped me set up some of this over here, some of the lane mathing and stuff that goes on over here. Setting it up wise and making sure that traffic works out, how traffic flows and stuff like that. They also helped me set up some metros, and just kind of after every stream, they kind of go through and they look and they're like, hey, this you could do this a little bit better. And so that's kind of how they helped me just a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and keep doing the little tiny river that we're gonna have down here, and which is monotonous, and I apologize, but all will be well and done in time. There we go. And so now, if we add some water in here, we'll use the water adder. I call it the water adder. I don't exactly know what mod it is. We'll do this at a 0.5. No, we'll do this at a 0.1. Let's do it at 0.1. And we'll see how that works out. Let's do this at a 0.1. And let's actually... Ooh, no. We want the water to be... There we go. And now let's go ahead and hit the play button, and we'll see just how much the water fills up this region. Population density is it's a thing. It can be, you have to, so my friends, again, like I said, they were city planners, so, ooh, no, you bastard. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, well, I was trying to get rid of trees. Alright, so that's how that worked. Okay, my bad. Alright, let's let the pond kind of fill up, and it should start spilling over the way. And it is. So there's that. Not by much though. So let's go ahead and loo that, loo there. You know what? We'll just go ahead and break that open. Just let that flow. Have a constant flow. And last but not least, we're going to want to put the road back up here and the bridge. Ooh, that looks horrible. Wait a minute. There we go. You can't type swimsuit. Huh? I don't know. Is it something with my auto mod maybe? I know I installed an auto modder just so that people that want to come in trolling, but then again, people still manage somehow to get past the auto mod, and I'd have no idea how. Okay, main issue here. I need this space in order to finish the river, because I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't remove those. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Slight problem. You know what? That's a problem we can fix, but it's a problem that we can do some sort of unique, rather stupid fix for. This is going to be the dumbest thing I've ever done, but I need to move this back a bit. And I need to move this back a bit. No, move this back a bit. And this one. Okay, good. So, boom. The most unique and dumb thing I've ever done, right here. Okay. So when the water comes up, how do I have no problems in my city? It's just so this is episode number 10, GeoGuessr. So this is actually episode number 10, and we try, instead of working through or instead of letting problems subsist, I try to work through problems as they arise. So I'll show you. I will show you all the mods that I have, and Infinite Demand mod is not activated, just so everybody knows. These are the only mods that I have. Nothing that makes anything crazy. So the reason I don't have any problems in my city is because I optimize as much as I can. So, for example, let's go to trash. We're actually running low on trash, but we have a good kind of spread. These down here need one, and we'll build one here later. But for right now, they're just kind of getting it a little later, but it still works out. Health-wise, pretty good on health. 91 average health in the city. And it's just working the problems as they arise. So let's see. Pollution. It's one big one is pollution. And as you can see, we try to keep the pollution away from more residential zones. The only place that really has pollution problems every now and then is right here, along the road here. And that's because there's an industrial complex. There's a few houses that are in the pollution zones. Yeah, I do also wish there was mods on console. As you can see, I've created a very large tree system here in Orchard Park. You know, normally people would fill these with houses. Well, we'll go to the next little noise, and you can see there's a much bigger difference. There's a reason all these trees are here. You see how there's a steep drop-off right here, even with these really loud power plants. There's a steep drop-off. That's why I've surrounded them with so many trees. And to be honest with you, I need to place more trees. I had to delete some. There we go. And like strategically used trees along busy roadways that, you know, or strategically used commercial buildings along busy roadways. As for example, the university roadway has trees blocking off the sound from the residentials. So if you come right here, you can hear all the university. But over here, you can't really hear anything. Every now and then you hear a cop car siren. Amity Farming Complex, very loud kind of farming area. Kind of blocked off, and here is my disaster response area. Great. I love some of these modded buildings they add into the game. It's great. This building is awesome. It provides both trucks and helicopters and police and fire choppers. It's actually very fun. And same thing over here. You use trees to block off sound, so you get the busy highway, but then you have houses right up against the highway. Why? Because you got trees. Trees block the sound. And, in my opinion, trees make things look good. Same thing here. You got a really busy intersection. You got a really busy school. You got houses. Let's see. Other problems that I have come across is land value. As you can see, I try my hardest to maintain high land values around certain areas. Orchard Park's land value is completely off the chain because there's a bus terminal and there's a park, a medical center, fire stations throughout. Just the aesthetic in my mind is just an enigma sometimes. As you can see, I've got a Walmart and all these other areas. And a Love's, my favorite gas station in the world. Love's Truck Stop. So, yeah. There's a ferry going back and forth, which provides some happiness. Speaking of happiness, let's see what my modern my happiness is up to right now. Residential happiness of 76%. Or, sorry, 96%. Commercial of 78, 75 office, and 95 industrial. So everybody's happy. Autosave. You got noise pollution next to my stadium. Wait, what? You got noise pollution next to your stadium. You're trying to make that skyscraper area. Okay. So, if you want to do a skyscraper area around a stadium, my one recommendation is offices. They do take up your industrial, right? But the caveat to offices is you have to have some sort of university plex. University able to produce highly educated workers. Office space tends to do that, and they build some really decent looking skyscrapers. Keeping a stadium next to residential it's a surefire way to have people complaining. Okay. If you look over here, I do have a stadium, but it's got ample parking. And if I go onto the underneath view, let's take a quick view underground. As you can see, I've got an entire walking path underneath, saving up on traffic. So everybody hits this. Every person hits this central metro terminal at the area. Oh, and my school has continued being good. Fantastic. As you can see, everybody's kind of just walking underground. Why? Because they're coming directly out from this metro terminal through the walkways around and over here. It follows along, comes under here, comes around over here, and now look. Saves up on some car space. The people coming from longer distances have parking lot space and stuff like that. And ample parking is the key. Ample parking is much more the key. Do you have to upgrade office buildings? Yes. You do have to upgrade office buildings, but most office spaces are only level 3. As you can see, office space. All these are offices. They're all level 3s. You do have to upgrade office space, but once you get the office space upgraded, it is perfect. It's a perfect setup. And some of these, I don't believe these are downloaded assets, by the way. I don't think these are actually downloaded assets. No, parking lots are not downloaded assets right now. The parking lots I'm using, they actually added some into the Parks and Plazas DLC. So if you have the Parks and Plazas DLC, you do have parking lots. And parking lots are so much better. They not only do they bring tourists and visitors, they also free up your roads for vehicles. Parking, especially these. Oh my God, these things make money. They do. That's why I normally fill them in near medical centers or areas of great people. One thing I will tell you, lane math is the key. For those of you that are new, I guess GeoGuessr. Yeah, so you know. Oh my, you guys are ignoring the. Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry, had to turn parking off there. Nobody can really park on the intersection. Anyway, lane math is the key, and I learned this the hard way. So you see, you got 3 lanes, but you have 2 there, right? But one's turning there. So those guys are going straight. Those guys are turning. You got 3 lanes coming this way and 4 lanes here, but everybody's filing into that one lane. Why? Because they're all turning onto that interstate exit. It still allows people to build up right in here. Yes, it's going to cause traffic issues because there's trucks. There's trucks that come through here, and I turned trucks on this road. This road used to not have trucks on it, but I turned them on after I installed the industrial complex because I have this installed, and it's just everything works out. So, yeah. Let's go back over here and just see real fast, and look at this. It's actually working for now until I can until I can fix the problem of not having that access. The stopgap measure that I have created here has fixed the problem somewhat of the movement. Let's get this. Let's get this. That one's fine. Alright, now let's look and see just how good this lake looks. And look at that. Look at the lake. That's perfect. So now, we have a lake. We need houses. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take this Find It mod. Let's go here. Let's go to Growable. Low Density Residential. We're going to go to Level 3. Level 3 houses. No, 3x3. Okay, my bad. So we're going to look, and we're going to find, you just come through here. This is a mod, by the way, everybody. This is a mod. This is not a part of the actual game. This is a mod. We're going to find a house that would fit here in the... Actually, you know what? Just go all. We're going to find a house that would fit here in the area that looks good. And we're going to pause the game. Now that the sun's back up, we're going to pause it. College. Those are college houses. University. Ooh, university. Oh, man. University theme. I forgot about those. You can put people living on universities, which is crazy. Alright, growable, low density, growable, low density. This is all Korean. Mid-century modern. That's what mostly I use, is mid-century modern, because I just like the look of the mid-century modern. Ooh. Really good house looks. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, let's see. Let's go to low dent. Let's go to, no, growable, ploppable. No, growable. Alright, so we don't have any houses that are for sure would look good up here. Art Deco. Huh. Why don't we go to... that's unfortunate. Okay. What we're going to do then is we're going to just let houses fill in as they need to. So let's give myself this 4x4 there. This will make another 4x4 there. We'll put one there. We'll put a 3x3 here. We're not, well, we'll put a 4x4 here. We'll put a 2x there, 2x there, 4x4 here, a 4x4 here, a 4x4 right here, 4x4 there. Let's just double up on the 4x4s for a little while. Do a 3x3, do a 4x4, do another 4x4, do another 3x3, 2, 2, 2, 2. We'll do a 3x3, 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 3x3. That's a good spread of houses. This is a gated community, so not many people are going to be up here, right? But we're still going to have a spread of houses. You know, everybody lives right here along this like nice looking waterway type thing. So let's continue past. So what we got? We got a couple of weird wonky looking things. So let's put there, 2 there, 2 there, and we'll put a 2 there, right? We'll put a 3 here since there's no 4s. Put a 3 there. And aesthetic is one thing I also focus on when it comes to building cities. 4x4. Cool. We'll put a 3x3. We'll do another 3x3. We'll do one here. Put a 4x4. We'll put a, you know what? We'll just fill this part up with 3x3s and 4x4s. I did that. I'm dumb. Okay, there we go. We'll fill this up with 3x3s and 2x2s and 4x4s. Why are we doing that, you ask? Well, it's because it is a HOA. It's not. I dare not say HOA because I hate HOAs with a passion, like a burning passion. We want to have an indeed separation, and we'll get one last one there, and then we'll just kind of mirror that on the other side. Have a little separation between the houses. That'll work out, right? Now let's kind of, I guess, piggyback a little. We'll do a 3x3, 2x2, 3x3. Okay. This area is going to look good. Now, we want some roads to branch off of these small ones. So let's get some grass roads. And we're going to do a little branch here, just kind of branching up the hill there. And then we'll do this little roundabout, or not roundabout, just kind of a little twisty turn. And we'll do a branch, right, we'll go ahead and delete this here. We'll do a little branch. Do a little branch there. Ooh. Ooh, no. Slope. There we go. Much better. Muy better. AI traffic. Okay. So, on console, AI traffic is absolute garbage. And I know you said you were on console, so I do apologize. With computer, you can mitigate that garbage and turn it into still garbage, but a little bit less garbage. So I'm going to turn this on to 1 for a minute, or 2. You see how everybody's kind of following along now? They're all moving the kind of same. See how that guy's like, I'm just going to ignore everything. That's fine. But you still get some ignorers every now and then. But this intersection, being a very busy intersection, is kind of controlled. Oh, the cop car just said, get out of the way. I love it. I love it. But it, like, everybody's kind of doing and moving at their own pace, right? I'll show you another intersection that's even more kind of busy. I guess not right now. I guess it's not busy now. But it's this one. This one always is busy. Is always busy. I will tell you without a shadow of a doubt that you need to learn the ways of building walkways above your roads. Reason behind that is when you have civilians walking across your streets, it slows down your traffic. When you have civilians walking above your streets, it lessens the pressure on the street. For example, you see everybody's walking in and out of here. Instead of crossing that road, they're crossing here, right? And I got one that goes under it and leads all the way over here to the high school, and it's just it's an interesting concept. Okay. And now we've got houses building up back here. So, oh yeah, I forgot. All of Aspen Hills is mid-century modern. Oh, that's okay. Well, that'll have to work. Tis will have to work, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and get some water out to these people before we forget about doing it and then they get pissed off. Turn everything off. Also remember, and this is something that my friends that are city engineers have taught me, is you want to build water pipes under your roads. The reason behind it, it is easier to rip up a road and repair said water pipe and then put a road back down than to rip up someone's house or a building just to repair a water pipe. Makes sense? That's a little steep. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little steep for my tastes. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll figure that one out. Okay. Excuse me. One thing we're going to need over here, though, is a fire station. And what we're going to do, we'll post up a fire station, and we'll do the Haupterfoot. No, that's a German fire station. Look for the best fire station for this area. It's a big area, and I know everybody puts stock into just dropping fire stations everywhere so that you have maximum efficiency on fire stations. I don't do that. I put fire stations realistically. So for example, there's one small one here, right? This covers the city. It's got a large fire truck. It covers basically all this. There's one big one here, and to be honest, to be fair, if I'm being fair, I need to put another one. This is a lot for one fire station to kind of mitigate, so we'll go ahead and put that, and we'll delete this. We'll make sure this is a quint. Okay. It's a lot for one fire station to mitigate in case there is a big fire. But, so, as far as I can say, like I can tell you is, this is also kind of a lot for one fire station to mitigate. So I will probably end up putting one here. Let's go ahead and do that now. There we go. Look at that. Booyah. Okay. Sorry about that. Back to what I was saying. We do have a big one here. There's a big one here. And just because I like this one, it's a very big fire station. And it covers all of this residential zone area here and all of this here, right? You got a lot of houses here. You're going to need a lot of fire trucks, right? The university has a university-themed fire station that I have built there. central on the traffic circle, central to the entire university, can go up and down the main streets perfectly fine. We'll have a small fire station over here, and this is one that has a radio mast. Sorry if I'm zooming in weirdly. There's a radio mast. The reason behind having a radio mast is it's broadcasting emergency alerts to all my people for evacuations. Each industrial complex gets its own kind of standalone fire station. The fire station has a more industrial look, and it also has its own search and rescue station. Kent Square. Kent Square is unique. Kent Square has mid-century modern fire stations. So, these are from the mid-century modern pack. And it also has a mid-century modern sheriff's office or police department. And there's another one over here. We have 2 fire stations for Kent Square, 1 police, or yeah, I'm sorry, 3 fire stations for Kent Square, 1 police. As you can see, there's a bit of a fire risk right here, but that's easily mitigated if I just do this. Post a little fire watch tower. These guys are not only watching for fires here up in the forest area, but they're also watching the intersection. Anyway, and last but not least, we have a small fire station, just 2 bay right out here, covering this area, and then a big one kind of covering right here. Looks perfect. We'll have, I want to say we'll have 1 big one up here, we'll have 1 big one up here, and we'll have 2 big ones that kind of cover this area. We'll figure out where we're going to put it here in Aspen Hills, but for right now we're not, wait a minute, sorry about that, guys. Make sure that's covered. Fire risk is one of the things I try to keep low, and it's very low. It's 19% for a city of 48,000 people with $4 million worth of monetary gain. It's doing good. All right. What we'll do is we will put our fire station. I'll do a kind of like gridded hilly houses here, right? We'll have the gated community here. Let's do this too while I'm thinking about it. We're gonna make this a bit better looking. Make this a bit better looking. So right there, right? Up a little. Right there. Now what we'll do is we will connect a series, and we'll just bury this thing. We will bury this thing in trees. So that way no one can really see it, and it doesn't, the best part about these things is these things do not provide much worth of noise. Bury this in some trees. I probably should have done this first. I'm going to have to remove them. Alright, now let's do the... Oops, wrong button. Bury this in some trees here and make it to where nobody can really see this. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Now, what we'll do is we'll put this and we'll do that. Whoa, a little bit too big on the brush size, I'm going to be honest. A little too big on the brush size. And let's go ahead and take this one. Give ourselves a little waterfall out here. Couple little waterfalls. Make the people of this gated community, you know, think, hey, we have a unique thing over here. We have a gated community that has a waterfall. If that makes any possible sense. Alright, now check that out. So now, once this starts flowing, we'll go ahead and hook this up with the water. With a water pipe. And for now, we're just going to connect this up until we can get it. For now, we're just going to connect this up till we can get it situated, if that makes any consolation. So let's go ahead and start the beef. For now, we're going to go ahead and plop down a and I need the suburban power line. Yes, there we go. Suburban power line. There we are. And we'll go ahead and just drop a sub tie line right there. Cool. So now, we have some power up here, and we have the water flowing perfectly good. So now, water's going to flow down this thing. It's going to flow down in here, right? And now look, now you have a small little river up here that the gated community can say, I like it, you know? Oak Ridge Estates. So, yes. What's the one thing we're going to need over here? And that's simple, really. This is, after all, ooh, no. No. There we go. Much better. Muy better. Muy better. Alright. Let's, push the lake a little. Over to the edge. We want the lake on the edge over here. We want to live on the edge with the lake. Why? Why do we want to live on the edge with the lake? Well, let's go and put that there, right? We're going to go ahead and do a restaurant up here, right? Ooh. Auto save. Alright. So now, we have these two piers, right? We're going to do the Move It mod. Move It mod's my favorite tool. Allows me to do things that I wouldn't normally be able to do. And so such is life. Now, we'll get this squared away. We'll just down it. There we go. Oop. We're missing a little bit. Alright. There we are. Now our pier is connected right here. So this now gated community has a pier to this little lake. Now. A little bit more. Hello. Control H. We'll do that to that one. Grab it again and we'll move it over. We'll lower it down a bit. And we'll raise it up. There we go. Perfect. Now, we have a problem here. We do. We have a slight issue. It's an issue we can solve. Sort of. I hope we can solve that. Hope we solve this. Do we solve it? No, we do not. You are still floating water down the hole, and we don't like yet. We don't like that. We don't like that one bit, so first things first, power. We definitely need power over here. Let's get up a little bit of less strength here and just kind of... There we go. I am sorry about my dogs. They bark at literally everything, and I apologize. Let's do this. Let's grab these. Just raise them up a bit. And then we're going to grab these, Control H, or no, we're going to grab this, move it mod, single grabber, up a bit, and there we go. Now we have solved the water issue by raising everything up a little. That's how you do it. Now we have some leisure. Let's put a park down here. Let's go ahead and remove some more items. Put a large park. Put a large park. Ooh, look at this. I've got the 10th anniversary. I've got all the parks, don't I? I literally have all the parks. No, I don't have all the parks per se, but a dog park, a small playground, a small park. Put that right there and see if that... Nope, it doesn't... It doesn't level out. 'Tis a problem. 'Tis a problem. Okay. We'll put a topiary. There we go. That levels out. Oh, look. We have a topiary garden here. Or botanical, rather. The water's just going to continue to do stupid things. And as people file into this new housing development, you will see more houses and more stuff. And once we get more houses, once the houses fill in here, we can then move into a better stage. And that is, ooh, hello. You did not think that one through, did you? No, I did not think that one through. I did not think that one through, did I? Problem. I did not think that one through. 'Tis be fine. 'Tis be somewhat fine, eh? I'll see if that fixes the problem there. And what we'll do now is we'll just add some 3x3s instead. Add some 3x3s, and we will again ensure that the water is cut off there. Perfect. Cool. Cool. All right. Now look at this. We are starting to have a cool looking, rather cool looking, oops, nope, just got to get rid of some of the house. There we go. Perfect. Now, we'll do this. We'll go ahead and do it. Perfect. Now look, the area is clear of all trees, sort of. Check that out. Now look, we got houses, we got a cool looking estate. Really neat. Let's get some houses up here. So fill that one in, fill that one in, fill that one in, fill in the 3x3, the 3x3, the 3x3, the 3x3, the 4x4, 2, 2, 2, 2. And we'll fill in the 4x4 there, and we'll do a 2x2 there, and a 3x3 there. Perfect. We'll watch more people extend into this area as they decide they want to, right? Let's go ahead and put that as a... Ooh, that just makes it even more kind of crappy, isn't it? Okay, there we go. There we go, we fixed that. Now still there's a water problem. What? Why are you having water issues here, bruh? Stop it. Stop it. There. And look, people are now moving in. Good, right? Oak Ridge Estates is now established. So now we'll just remove all the trees, kind of up onto Oak Ridge Estates. So let's go ahead and just do that, right? We'll bust down some of those trees that. And last but not least, every gated community that I've ever seen has always come with a privacy fence. Or industry, where is it? Park fence, there it is. Every single solitary gated community I've ever been or seen has had some semblance of a fence. There we go. Check that out. Cool. Now, last but not least, we will establish a fence that maneuvers right there all the way down and ends right there. Check that. Oak Ridge Estates is now good, right? So now we need to find and see if there's any trees on the outer edge of this, which there's not, I don't think. Good. Good. Fantastic. That is what we want to see. Now, we might be running out of power over here. And we are. So, let's go ahead for now, just drop a power grid. We'll store power to this area. We do, in fact, need to have a small fire station over here. Oops, we need to turn on road gridding. So we do, in fact, need to have a fire station. Control H. Go ahead and knock that down to right there. And then, okay, so now we'll put an MCM fire station over here. Why? It's small, and it still gives us a relatively good fire truck capacity. It still gives us a relatively good fire truck capacity. And we'll also do an MCM police station as well. And we'll do a Dodge Char. We'll do, actually, you know what? We will do a Tahoe. And over here, we'll do an engine. Where is it? Tahoe Fire, Heavy Rescue, Pumper. Boom, yeah. So, now this area has a fire truck and has a ambulance as well. Or, not an ambulance. Oh, yeah, I need an ambulance. Whoopsie. That. We'll do a small ambulance depot. That doesn't look half as good, does it? So, we're going to maneuver that a bit. Kind of like right there. And we're going to... destroy, destroy, destroy. So then we will also do this. Move that right there. Perfect. Hold up. We can come closer to the fence. There we go. And now, final accounting. Not 407 for the concrete. 15. Check that out. Ambulance. Everybody knows AMR. And there's that. So now look, we got an ambulance bay. We've got a fire department. And we've got a police station. All in one, serving Oak Ridge Estates. And it doesn't fit out of place. It doesn't look out of place. It does not look out of place. Well, sure, pretty works out. Pretty much. It does work out. Now, as houses continue to get built up in here, more and more people are going to start moving in. That's what we like to see. We like to see people moving in here. 22 tourists this week, or 22 visitors, 9 tourists. That's how that works. All right. Oh, we've even got houses up here now. Look at this. Perfect. Like, everybody wants the water side. Everybody wants close to the river, I guess. What an awesomeness. All right. Phantasmal. Love it. Love it. Good job, everybody. Dead trees. Not something you want in your backyard is dead trees, so go ahead and clear them out. And look, now you guys actually can see the river. Actually, what we'll do is we will actually bump the river up right against your house. Honestly. There you go. River. You guys have a river now. Check that out. It's fast moving, but it's still there. All right. Oak Ridge Estates is completed. Now, what are we going to do here for more housing? Well, let's see. Let's make some grids. I think some gridding is in order. So, we'll do this real fast. We'll go here to this grid. And we'll just grid. Like, quite literally, we will literally just grid out what we have to grid out here. Obviously, we're not going to grid those in. What we'll do, we'll grid those for now, right? matches. No, it does not match up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Make that there. Make that there. The next available grid will go into our road. Then we'll just drop a road. And that's how you get to your house. We'll leave that. We'll leave this. We'll make some woods out of it, and we'll put some commercial zone there. And we'll make everybody happy. Now, of course. All right. We'll have some houses on the edge of hills, and it'll work out just fine. Now, let's do some upkeep on the road lines. Slope them. Slope them. Making sure all these are sloped, because it's just, it looks better in my opinion. It doesn't look unnatural. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to continue the road all the way down. Now we'll do it another way, kind of like right here. See, look how it's cutting into the hill. And honestly, it's going to cut into the hill regardless, but if I can slope it, it'll actually look a little better, I think. Actually, on this steep of a hill, no, it doesn't look better. It looks a little worse, actually. So we'll actually keep that like that. Weird, but all right. Now, go ahead and hit the high res, and we'll just, or I'm sorry, the low res, and we will literally just paint in people's houses, paint people's homes into existence in here. Oops, we're not ready for that yet. Alright, so this is going to be hit by a major death wave come a couple of generations. In about, I'll say, 4 or 5 or 6 real-time hours, this will be hit by a large death wave. And it's going to cause some uptick in hearse usage. There we go. All right. Alright, we're going to now fix our water main like we said we were going to do earlier. We need to make sure we make it so Alright. currently losing $143 a week now, so we're going to have to go back in our budget and figure out why. I just noticed that. Spam bots. For those of you watching, do not click the spam bot link or do anything. The little spam bot that just posted, do not click it. For the love of God, don't be dumb. I'm not insulting you. I'm saying that is just the dumbest possible thing you could do. It is just someone trying to get your information or turn you into a cash cow, and don't do that. Unfortunately, no matter how hard I try, those spam bots cannot be fixed. They find ways to get around all the auto mods. Short of making my streams followers only or subscribers only, which would not be fun, I cannot fix that problem. So, alright, let's go ahead and give this back up a couple more bumps. And we got houses coming in now, ladies and gentlemen, and we're just going to let them be. I'm just building them up in here. Now, what can we do in here, I wonder? Well, that's simple. That's actually really simple. Let's put up a fence. Give me some suburban fence. There's a reason. I can cut off all the houses in this district and have unrestricted space to build commercial here. Unrestricted space to build commercial there, commercial there. We can literally just build commercial in those 3 zones. Unrestricted. And you know what? We'll go ahead and do this. Actually, no, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Leave it. We'll leave it and hope that it doesn't screw me. Look, we have a laundromat. Welcome to Oak Ridge Estates, ladies and gentlemen, where you have a laundromat right out front. And then it's at a slope, so that's good. We're going to make sure that this is not a stoplight. We don't want stoplights. We want stop signs. Alright. Let's make... Oop. Put a 4 there. Put a 4 there. Put a 4 there. Right. Put a 4 there. And there. There you go. 4 there. 2. 2. 3. 4, 4, 4, 4. Wonderful. Amazing. Really good. All right. Now we got people starting to move in on the top of the hill here. People starting to move in the top of the hill, and like this intersection right here is now constantly, for any of you, if you are still watching, Probably not, but if any of you are still watching from earlier, we were talking about traffic, you will see that this is a very busy intersection, but it's continuously running smoothly. Even though it may not look like it's running smoothly from the position of where it's got a traffic backup, but it is running smoothly. And we're starting to build up a bit of traffic here, which makes sense. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix it, but we'll just have to figure out how to fix that. How many buses does this line have? The OPAH line. That's why it has 19 buses. Hell no. I need details. I need detail. Oh my god. No. No, no, no. Holy no. We're going to cut that in half. We'll make that 8 you know, we'll make that. Each bus can travel with 75 people. We'll make that 5. Make that 5 buses for the OPAH line. So that is basically the Orchard Park Aspen Hills line. So this leads from here to the main bus terminal in Orchard Park. Yeah, we're going to lower that fucking line. That's a problem. Yeah, especially with bendy bus. Especially with the big ass bendy buses. Yeah, that's too many buses. We're starting to see a little traffic build up here. And I'm not sure why. Well, I know why. It's a very busy area. Very bustling, busy area. Plus, there is a school happening here, so yeah, one could assume why it would be busy, but everybody's going to try to go into that one lane. I need to play with the counter. I need to mess with the counter here. I need to mess with the count. Stop. State. I need to plus play. Start it. Alright, stop it. State number 2 needs to edit. Minimum time, we'll give it a 10. Maximum time, we'll give it a 15. Ooh. Alright, we'll save it. We're going to start it again. Now, this should give us a little bit more vehicle movement in this. Actually, we'll stop it again. Edit it. We're going to give it a 20. Ooh, not 120. Hell no. That people will be sitting there for a while. Alright, save. Minimum time of 10, maximum time of 20, and we're going to restart it. This will give everyone the opportunity to come out the way they need to, and that'll hold. Now look, we just fixed the traffic issue. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Give way. Let it give way and let this. That should clear you up. That also will stop the. That'll also stop the traffic backup jam there. A little bit. Oh, nobody else is backing up. That's. Ah, time traffic lights. You gotta love them. Time traffic lights are amazing. I love the TMNP mod, the traffic manager mod. It's just very good. Hey, we're building up a traffic jam here. Huh. That's, Oh, that's why we're building up a traffic jam. Oh, man. That is why we're building up a traffic jam, folks. Everybody's trying to get over here into this area. Yep. That traffic jam is just going to have to exist for a while, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's going to have to exist. The traffic jam is going to have to exist. It's just people moving in. People moving into their new homes up here. Oh, people over here need water. Snap off road angles. There we go. Perfect. Everybody needs water. Cool, 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 cool. All road angles back on and press ESC. All right. All right, and let's just. This is just gonna be stacked up more. So everybody's trying to get in here and trying to get over into the Aspen Hills area, right? And just nobody can do it. Let's see how good is this. Still backing up. You guys need to learn how to use this road for a while. Holy crap. Everybody's just moving in at their own leisure over here, which, hey, that'll work out. Everything should work out. This traffic jam should not take long to fix itself. I just don't want it to reach in here and start traffic jamming me here. If I traffic jam here, I'll traffic jam up in here, and then everything will be gridlocked. I really don't want that to happen. Same over here. I don't want this to become gridlocked because everything in this city will become gridlocked. We're having a death problem. And I don't know why it's not being fixed. Oh, it is being fixed. Just slowly but surely. Okay. Good. Oh, boy. This is not getting any better, is it? Just need people. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to just speed up the timeline here. We're going to speed up the timeline. And we just need to watch. We just need to watch and wait for this to get better. This is not going to get better. I don't need to do... This is the influx of people joining the city and becoming... trying to move in for the first time. That's what this is. Oh, look at that. I am a Megatropolis, and look at all the unlocks I just gained. All 81 tiles. Sweet. Let's start unlocking. There we go. We got that unlocked now, so we'll fix this here river in just a second. We'll fix the river in just a minute. We're going to let this kind of play out. And it's just not wanting to cooperate, is it? Many of this is truck. And many of this is just truck traffic. Traffic that Traffic that just is not moving per se, and a lot of buses. People are getting tired of waiting for buses, so people become more into traffic. And cars are getting caught up on the relief lanes. So it's currently a shit show. A academic year, we are still acclaimed, but we did gain 14 new students. Jesus. All right. People, yeah, see, everybody's trying to move. I don't... Huh... Everybody's trying to come up in here and get into their new homes, right? And that's causing a major problem. Oh, one of these buildings is... More death. More death waving. Alright. We will fix this intersection. We want state number 3, I believe. Yep, state 3. Stop the intersection. Edit state number 3. We'll give this minimum time of 8 seconds. Maximum time of 8 plus 8, 8. 16 seconds. Well, not 116, 16 seconds. Save, and we'll start it. So now, we should be able to start clearing this back up pretty swiftly. With the more advanced movement of vehicles through here, we should start to clear up the back. Oh my, no. You guys don't understand just how bad this is becoming. Oh no, guys, come on. I do not want to have to clear traffic again. Oh my. I just don't want to have to clear traffic again. What we'll do is, for now, we're not going to delete this, but we're going to go ahead and just stop all vehicles on this road, but emergency services. We're just going to stop it all. We're going to stop all vehicles on this road, but emergency services, and we're going to let everybody get... Even things are starting to back up. We're going to just let everybody get... Oh, fuck. Alright, guys, we're going to do another rare clear of traffic because we got problems. We got some slight issues here. And we have some sort of death wave happening. We have death care available. And it just seems to be happening here in Aspen Hills. You know why that's happening here in Aspen Hills? I'm just now realizing it. Because we put all these buildings in here at once. This is an unavoidable death wave. We cannot stop it. It's just we're going to have to work through it. And look, we have now... we've cleared traffic. Stop barking, I swear. I don't know why you're barking. Okay, anyway. It's just an unavoidable death wave at this point, and that's an unfortunate circumstance, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and make sure everybody gives way here. Make sure everybody no, not stop sign. Yeah, actually a stop sign there will go good. Everybody's going to give way here into the Oak Ridge Estates. And as people grow and cars are continuously... No, it's just cop cars. It's just trucks and emergency service vehicles. That's only ones traveling on those roads. That's what I want for now. I want people to understand that they don't need to be doing this. Alright, now this is bringing up another point. We need to go ahead and fix some stuff. Turn on every bit of this. And we'll go ahead and make it to where this lane gives way to all the other lanes. And that lane's there. That lane is there. That lane is there. And this lane is there. Nobody stops. Nobody stops. Everybody gives way to everybody. Everybody has a yield, and it'll work out. Smartly, it's starting to work out again. We're going to need a death care up here. Hospital for my Sims. Look at this. The MCM Funeral Home. We're going to put that up here as well. The MCM Funeral Home. We're not putting that in. We're not going to be putting that in the city, in the Oak Ridge Estates area. We're not. We're going to put that in right here. We're going to give it a luxury hearse. That way everybody up here has a death care. And perfect. Oh, we got a fire. You should see fire engines starting to pull out over here, and they are. They're racing up the road. And they actually came from down here. That works out. Okay. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're doing good. We're feeling good. Okay. And we got all this space. We're going to keep kind of expanding over here, too. We're going to do more housing over here. But this is not going to be Aspen Hills. It's going to be a different complex. And also, I'll do something. I may do an airport right here. This may become an airport. I don't know yet. Got another fire. Where is the fire engines? I see it. Here it comes. Here it comes. There she is. Whee! Oh, look! They sent the helicopter. That was awesome. I didn't think the helicopters did that. That's cool. We do have another fire, and it's a doozy. Look at that. And fire department helicopters in for the win. Alright. Alright, let's see. What else can we do here in Aspen Hills? Well, it's just going to be more housing, I'm afraid. We're just gonna have to deal with the... We have to deal with the traffic, so let's... Oops. So who's talking? Alright. People are talking to me on my interwebs through my Discord. Oh, not my Discord. That's in a gaming community I'm in. We're just gonna keep doing more. We'll just keep up with the... Honestly, we're just gonna keep up with the, at this point, we're just gonna keep up with the gridding out here. We're, gating communities. A gated community is cool. We have Aspen Hills Medical Center providing all of your ambulance needs and major medical center needs, and we'll just be doing that. Alright. We're just gonna keep gridding. Okay. We're going to stop gridding for now, right up here, right? There's a reason behind the stopping of the gridding. And that's simple. Actually, it's very simple. The reason we're going to stop gridding is we're going to add other things. So, for example, we're going to add a leisure district and a tourism district. Right? We're going to add a club district, basically. So we got housing. It's going to go in here, right? We have the gated community, the rich people community where everybody lives and everybody works. Pretty much. Okay. Let's continue. Now, we got some seriously good look. Oh, look, a Walmart. Oh, no. No, you're not staying there. You're not staying there. You are. No, 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 you are. Historical. That's a panda. We keep pandas. That's a Denny's. We're keeping that too. Historical. This one can go bye-bye. So can this one. I keep this one too. Just some small supermarkets there. Fry Guys. Another Fry Guys. We don't want a Fry Guys, homie. So we got a historical Denny's. We have a historical Panda Express. Ooh, and we're going to keep this one historical as well. That's a Wendy's. Hell yeah. All right. We're going to create a bit of an IT cluster over here. We'll do that on let's pause because we have a few leveling things we need to do. Actually, you know what? We're going to keep this like this. I think this is working out just fine for right now. Make that, and we'll go up to about 100 on this, and we'll just push it right up the hill here. Alright. You're probably asking why we are filling in all of this space with hill, with road. Well, that's because we're going to do a... Well, you know, we'll actually smooth out this space, actually. We'll smooth out this. We'll actually smooth this out, because this does need to be smoothed out. No, 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 no. Come here. There we go. Perfect. 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 All right. We smooth out that space. Now, we've, I'm going to smooth out some more of this. Whoa. God damn it. Just going to smooth this out a bit. Make it all smooth like. Okay. Why are we doing that? Well, we're going to add a Walmart over here, and we're going to add some IT clustering and some more office space to take up for the industrial demand so that we can get more people into the city. So, Aspen Hills has a downtown, right? Let's see what I can put in as office space, and we're going to do these. More office space. Ladies and gentlemen, office space is some of, if not the best, ways to get items, or to get more stuff. Make another office there, right? Well, we've run out of room. Honestly, we have run out of room inside of this area. That's an honest truth. That sucks. It really does suck that we just ran out of room, but it is also very expected. It is expected. We're going to paint the surface here with that. Paint that. Why? Because this is a downtown area in Orchard Park. We don't want, well, we'll have some grass, but we don't want, like, a lot of grass. Perfect. I love it. This is starting to come together. We are 51,887 folks in my city. So this is starting to become a better townage for better bang for your buck, so to speak. We will start an IT cluster. What we'll do is smooth, flatten that. We'll flatten that. We will get this real flat-like. Alright, there we go. We've got a very, 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 very well-defined edge to our newer office space IT cluster area. We're going to make this a more of a technology, like the Silicon Valley of Lumina Bay here. Alright, let's check this out. Now, let's kind of Silicon Valley of Lumina Bay. If you will. Perfect. Now, got a good area there. That'll work out. We'll have a Walmart stuff there. All right, let's now take to the districts. All right, Aspen Hills, we're going to stop. See what we can do. Commercial, or I'm sorry, office specialization, financial offices, office wall-to-wall, or IT cluster. What we'll do, I'll change the office build, high-tech buildings, right? Or we can do office wall-to-wall, more fire risk. Or we can do financial. But we don't have financial. Because, well, let's be honest. We're not doing stock exchange just yet. So we're going to do an IT cluster. So we are going to come back down here. And we're going to go to erase. Right? So we'll just give this a quick erase. This is still Aspen Hills. It will have the same policies as Aspen Hills does. Alright, we're going to mirror the policies of Aspen Hills over to this one. But this will be the Aspen Hills Business District. This will be the Aspen Hills Business District. Okay. Oops. Excuse me. Okay, Vermont District. That's not the Vermont District. So you see what we've done so far is we have a bunch of different districts for different things, right? So this here is not the Vermont District. It is the Aspen Hills Well, you know, now I knew how to spell it until I went to type it. Okay. Aspen Hills Business District. Oh, we'll put some trees in here, make this look good. This is still Aspen Hills with, you know, requirements of trees. So, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Now, we're going to need a main road. So, we'll do a main road. We'll do one of... we'll do one of... We'll make it a slope, and we will make sure it is aligned because, yeah, that's going to be a busy road section. This is going to be one very busy road section. So, let's continue around the business district. And actually, we'll go ahead and just lower it like that, out of the business district. And we'll just keep it in the business district, so to speak. We will upgrade that road in a little while. Alright, so first things first, we have a couple of skyscraper-esque buildings that we can use. Let's see, what is this? That is a music hall. Nope, we will not do that yet. Let's see. Mall of Moderation. No, I don't think I want to do the Mall of Moderation. Grand Mall. No, I don't want to do the Grand Mall. Beach Condos. Dollar General. No. No. Okay. Pyramid of Safety. We actually unlocked this with this city, and we will do a Pyramid of Safety. But we'll do it somewhere, probably in the main downtown core area. But believe it or not, this is not downtown. This is not downtown. Downtown has not yet been built. It is going to go... Downtown is going to go over here. Honestly, it's going to go... And you know what? We'll do this. For future entitlements. Okay, this is where downtown will be built, and it is going to be a flat downtown, but we are not yet there. We are definitely not yet there. We're not. We're nowhere close, actually. We'd have some beachfront condoing up here. That's why I have beach. This is going to be a tourism thing. A lot of beaches, a lot of condoing. We're going to have an airport somewhere around here. I don't quite know where I'm going to put it. I will most likely, if I'm going to be honest, this is the best place for it right here. Honestly, it is. So, of that we will figure out later. All right. We're going to take this. We're going to go to office specialization. We're going to make this a IT cluster. So now, we want to find some sort of business park. I will take it. We will do a business park right here. That's perfect little... This is perfect. This is a perfect... that's very perfect for what we need it to do there. It'll draw in a crown, and it'll be good. Now, one thing we're going to need on this front here, because we just put that there, we are definitely 100% going to need a parking structure. Definitely 100% need a parking structure. Parking is going to be extremely important here in this city, or in this part of the city, as parking is going to be really light. There's going to be a lot of parking here. So we're going to go ahead and do a parking structure there. We'll do a parking lot over here. Transport park. We have so many of these new parks that they've come out with. I love it. Alright. Let's go to turn number 4. So we've got a stadium. We're not going to use that. Cathedral of Plenitude. We're not going to use that. Modern Art Museum. Central Park. That's going in the main city. Statue of Colossus or Colossus. We're not putting that in here. Electric Car Factory. Nanotechnology Center. Yes, that is most definitely going to be built in here, because it's part of an IT, right? Cutting edge molecular development, right? Research center. We're going to put a research center in here as well. We'll go ahead and put a research development center in here. We'll go ahead and make the road around it, and we'll extend it out to about right there. We'll turn off road grid lines for a minute. I'll turn them back on now. So that right there is going to be our first. There's our RDC Research Center, the latest technological advancements of the world here, right? So what else do we have? Well, we have a robotics institute, a semiconductor plant, software development studios, of television station, and then a bunch of Korean stuff, which, not dogging on the Korean stuff, but definitely not dogging on the Korean stuff. I promise I'm not. It's not what I'm doing. Trust me. Alright. Okay, we're going to do this. Put this down to 16. We're just going to do this, because we're going to do something cool right here. Alright, let's get let's get this. Let's make this into a... There we are. Now check this. Straighten. Straighten. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is relatively simple. Okay, there we go. Roundabout. We're going to put a roundabout in there. Why are we going to do that, I wonder? Well, we're probably asking why we're going to do that, right? That's what you're asking? Okay. Okay, now, what's with the roundabout? Why rounding? Why roundabout? Well, I think it's going to go cool right here. Just a thought. Now, oh, wait a minute. I am an idiot. Am I an idiot? Yes, I am an idiot. Because I need to do lane math. Lane mathing is the key to life in this game. Let's... Ooh, where is it? There... It's over here somewhere. There it is. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Alright, let's do this and make sure it's all straight. Do this again. Make sure it's all straight. Alright, now. Watch this. So, we're going to have our lanes go right here. So, boom. 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 We don't need that lane. We need a 3 lane. We need 3 to 1. Or we need 3 to 2. So, 3 to 2. Boom, boom. There we go. 3 to 2. Perfect. That's a little better now. 3 to 2. 2 to a third. Alright, so... And we'll go ahead and we will upgrade this one. Oops. Alright. Do that. So now what we're going to do is relatively simple. That's how that's going to work. Now that we have all of our lanes, put a traffic light. Last but not least, let's make sure that we do not have any walking across this part of the pathing. And this should work out. Last but not least, or not last, but you know what I mean. Make sure parking is disabled on that round. And there we go. So now we have a way for everyone to kind of move quickly and get into their spots. Now, let's go ahead and pop down some offices. We're going to lose... Alright, I'm going to lose that. So, let's go ahead and play here. We'll go ahead and play that. Now, we'll do some office... And right off the bat, you're going to see office spaces fill up in here. Right off the bat. Because it's... Cool. Appreciate that. And as you can see, it's already popping off. The world is already popping off over here. We're going to go ahead and just do this, and we're going to connect it up. Just for the sake of we're not trying to get anyone... we're not trying to get anyone out of the Perfect. Let us go ahead and make another set of office spacing. And look, we now have a large portion of our industry gone. Like, our demand for industry gone. And that is a good thing. That is what we want, right? In the final accounting, that is what we want in this situation. So, there's that. Let's go ahead and grab that, and we'll just... Ooh. We can do another gambit. No, we're not going to gambit that. We're not going to do that. I'm going to push B, and what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put a... I'm going to put just a park fence. And I'm going to take the park fence. And I'm going to do that. I don't want road grid lines. I don't want road grid lines, but okay. So now what we can do is we can do that, and we can do that. And now we have office. Now we have office space. More offices are being built into the city at quick, rapid-fire succession. Another spot where we're not going to put anything, so we'll cover that up with concrete. And look, Aspen Hills is becoming better for itself in every possible way. And we are currently making $33,000 a week right now, and I am so happy about that. Road grid lines, we'll do that. And we'll push that in. And that's how we'll take that to consideration. Go back to this, and we will just make more gridding. Let's go ahead and parking. Before we forget, parking lots. Parking lots are good. Parking lots are required. A lot of parking lots need to be built. Parking is a very much needed thing around here. And what we'll do is we'll actually see if this will fit. Oh, it will. Oh, man. That's perfect right there. Perfect right there. Cool. And we will go ahead and we'll do a covered walkway to kind of max fit this one. And then we'll just do this. Perfect. Now all the business people can get to their cars and escape if they have to when it comes to a rainstorm or whatever. One thing we're going to need over here, though, in this district somewhere, is One thing we're going to need over here in this district somewhere is a evacuation shelter, which I think I'm going to build right here. You want an evacuation shelter in here because it It's just it's really needed. Let's do that. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 2, 3, 4. So we'll need to go there. All right. No water, right? Yeah, you're gonna need water there, buddy. Don't worry, we got you. Water coming up. All right, there we go. Now, we're going to add more parking. More parking. More parking. Booyah! Now, office space. More office space. We are going to do more gridding. Not gridding. More. We're going to do more of this stuff here. We are going to put a fire station. Let's see what fire station. Whoa, that is a headquarters. That's what that is. That's a fire department headquarters. Oh my. Wow. That's insanity. Alright, we're going to put a... We don't use the vanillas often, so what we'll do... Yeah, we don't use the vanillas often, so we're going to go ahead and use a vanilla. Look at that. We'll use a vanilla fire station here. And it made everybody over here happy because this thing deploys 25 fire trucks. It made everybody over here pretty happy. Not enough buyers for products. Huh, medical research. I like it. Alright. We'll also do a very large police station. We're going to do a large police station. I think we'll do a enforcer over here. We will do an enforcer over here. And we'll make this a mobile command police vehicle. This is the business park. And, you know. So let's go ahead and remove those. We'll place that. We will replace it with some parking. Because if we don't need any more parking, it won't be enough parking. If we don't have parking, it won't be enough parking. Just... We'll figure something out for that. Alright, let's keep the grid of the business district. And let's go ahead and we're going to shove as much office spacing as we can into this area. All right. Everybody is happy about their business arrangements, so to speak, so this is fine. You are not as happy as anyone can be, so we'll get you there in time. And as people now start to realize that this people now start to realize that this area, these lanes exist. What we'll do now is we will just allow all vehicles. So now watch. All vehicles are starting to start running that way, and we'll now have 2 ways to go. Aspen Hills Business District is becoming better. We've got a nanotechnology center, several different little robotics institutes, research centers, some business parking, some stuff. And look at that, our cop car's going out. And that's perfect. Message me, nobody that matters. All right. Here you go. All right. We are 2 hours and 34 minutes in, so we're going to go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of a kind of an update type thing here. Real fast, just a little kind of personal update of what's going on in the city. We are going to come back over here to the very top, and we're going to go from the top. We are at 52,994 people. We started at roughly 40,000. We started at roughly 42,000. I think we've done 10,000 people in a matter of about 2 hours, which is great. Fantastic. We're still going up, by the way, but we are losing money. We'll figure that out in just a minute. As you can see, we have started Aspen Hills. Well, we've had Aspen Hills started for a while, but we've started the other side of Aspen Hills. We started out with the Oak Ridge Estates, a gated HOA community, and which is looking good now. I'll be honest, I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. It's looking real good. We then proceeded over here to build another small area. Had a little traffic snafu, but that was fine. Now we are into the business park of Aspen Hills, a big business area where high-tech things happen. We will put up trees in just a moment. It kind of looks like shit right now. We're going to fill in as many homes as we possibly can up into this grid area. And we will have a leisure district and some other type of things on here. We have pretty much solved the problem of traffic every now and then. Well, wait a minute. Oh, goodness. No one. The minute I turn that road back on, man. The minute I turn this road back on, people suddenly don't want to use the main street. Oh my god. You guys are out of your minds. Like, please stop. Please stop. Please don't use the main exit. Like, holy crap. How hard is it to convince people to use the main exit? Like, to the city. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard for people to do that. It's really not hard. Oh my god. Alright. We do have a traffic snafu going on right now. And this was the same one as we had earlier. It will clear because I've shut down the roadway over here now. So people are going to just do U-turns at this point and attempt to either going to go up in here, or the ones that were starting their route will go there. But the ones that weren't starting their route won't go there. And just like that, the IT cluster is really... The IT cluster is really pumping off here, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't. Not enough buyers to buy products. What does IT cluster produce? We'll figure this out. We'll figure it out later. Back to the overview. Sorry about that, everybody. We still have the university over here, which is relatively well placed off. We're trying to establish more people into the university as students, but it's going to get a little tough. All right. Yes. We're doing pretty well. We have not had a single solitary problem out of... we've... Autosave quickly. We are not really having many problems out of Orchard Park and Kent Square. They are highly optimized, and we are going to leave them alone. And just like that, that little traffic snarl is fixed. And everybody's going to re-go this way, which is, in my opinion, the best option. You guys are just out of your minds if you think I'm going to... You know what? That's how we solve that problem. We'll just go ahead and get rid of it altogether. As much as I didn't want to do it, as much as I really, really did not want to do that, just the fact... God dog it. Stop it. Alright. Bro, your roads are... This road is driving me nuts. Okay. Sorry about your water, everybody. It's my fault. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I did, but I didn't think I guess I hadn't connected it up to the other one yet. That's my fault. Alright. So we're starting to grow more houses and more people into the city and everything else. We will be doing more. This is becoming an issue. Just everybody's... I've got to set up this intersection. Alright, I've got to make this road Aspen Hills Highway. I want you to be the high priority. Applies... I want this all traffic rules for high priority. All traffic rules for high priority. That works out the way it works out. Now, we need to fix this road here. Before we do anything further, we have to fix this road, or it's going to cause us extreme amounts of crap later. So that works out, I guess. Alright, go ahead. No. What did I do there? Just put refix. I'll do a U-turn. That'll work out now. Let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, that's going to need to be shorter. Go ahead and do that. Or it's going to need to be longer. Make it a U-turn so there's no roads. And we'll go ahead and just upgrade this entire thing into... make that a U-turn lane. So now that's perfect. That works out. And last but not least, we'll do it to there. And we'll do that. Perfect. Okay. So this intersection now is relatively working. Let's make sure we have it straight on. We're going to need to do this in the daytime, so let's go ahead and keep the time rolling here. Oh, yeah. That's a slope. That's fine. That needs to be fixed. There we go. Slope that out. Okay. It's now daytime. So let's stop this real fast. Let us really quickly... fix the roading. You're there, you're there, you're there. I don't want you U-turning here. Why are people U-turning here? No U-turning. Alright. No, what are you doing? Dummy. I did that. I did it. That's me. Okay. There we go. Now straight. 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 Everybody has a lane. Everybody can pick it in whichever way they want to go. Boop, boop. Boop. everybody can pick, like I said, everybody can pick their lanes and go the way they want, and this should work out. Now let's watch and see just how well it works out. Wait a minute. We are needing to do a time traffic light there. And we will actually set this up. We'll stop this real fast. Alright. We actually need to start it. Alright, state 1 is... Okay, so stop. State 3... Alright, state 3 is this end. State 1 is this end, so edit that. We'll do this of a 10. We'll do this 10 of 20, 10 to 20. Save. We will do this 10 to 20. And we'll do this 8 to 16. And we'll start it. Yeah, look at that. That's starting to work out. No, what are you doing? No. No U-turning. No U-turning. Oh, that's why I set them to U-turn lanes. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. I set them to U-turn lanes. And see, now this is running smoothly. You just ran the red light, bro. And check this out. This is going really well now. And it's just, we're just doing it. We're just going more and more, man. I love it. Love it a lot. It's doing really good. A death wave is happening across this area again. Just as we expected was going to happen. And just a traffic jack right here. Just a traffic backup. And for some reason, it's because... Oh, what in the hell? Ah! Oh my goodness, that is so dumb. I'm such an idiot. I don't know how that managed to happen, but it managed to happen like that, and that's so stupid. Oh my goodness. It's going to take a while for all the cars to understand that that's open again. That's why there's a traffic backup right here. Everybody wasn't able to go in this lane. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, no, people. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Stop it. Oh, no. Please start using this any day now. Any day now. Any day now would be phantasmal. Oh yeah, death wave is happening pretty sharp now. And I don't know why. We have crematorium space. We have a crap ton of crematorium space. Don't quite know why death waving is happening here, but it is. It's starting to happen, so. Is it happening anywhere other than... No, it's just up here. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is now happening again. It's just... It's being dumb. People are learning them. People are just... The AI is being stupid. The AI is just being stupid. Like... Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Please. Please. Do not make me... Alright. That's 100% full. Oh my god. That's so stupid. Oh no. Oh my goodness. You know, I should, in essence, I think, I need you guys to, I need this just to stop. This needs to stop. So how do I fix, what am I needing to fix here? Alright, I need this to stop. Stay in your lane, please. Stay in your lane. I need you all to stay in your lanes here, people. Do not make me... Alright. Well, this is problem numero one. Alright. Everybody here is going to stay in their lane all the way up to this route here, right? We're going to pause. Okay, stay in your lane. Now, what y'all are going to do is you're going to decide at this intersection where you want to go. And how you want to do it. And now go. You fuckers are going to decide that, and you're going to decide that whenever. You guys are going to decide that, and you're going to decide that as soon as possible. Like... Okay, the traffic backup is not a problem anymore. Except this one is. What are you guys doing? Scheiße. We're going to do this again right here, right? So you all will go to every single lane, and then you will determine if you want to go there or stay straight, right? Shift S, Shift S, Shift S. Pause. Now, well, let's figure this out. And we'll just literally have to let this traffic do its own thing. Like, dead honest, it'll have to just do its own thing. That's unfortunate because that's a big ass building. Okay. We'll add a few. Alright. Now it looks like our traffic is not. The traffic is being again sporty. So let's actually fix this problem. Alright. Let's get a death wave again, but that's common for this area. Alright, we're going to... it's been 3 hours. I realized we said we were going to stay for 6, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay for 6. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's get water connected into all of these here places. Alright, we will let the good times flow, if that makes any sense. And we will just wait and see. And look, we're running into a traffic... Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to disable cars on this road. And we're going to just allow trucks and stuff to do U-turns. Keep the trucks from having to do U-turns up here, but the cars will have to do U-turns. So that'll work out. And as traffic backs up again... What are you doing here? Okay, that is why. That's why. That's why you're getting all snarled up. You don't have, I don't know why my traffic manager, or my TMMP has deleted those. I worked that intersection already. Just snarls. 54,000 people in one area tends to be a lot of people trying to maneuver. 54,000 people spread out among a significant population tends to be quite the interesting maneuvering situation. So, I am going to end the stream with the promise that I will probably either restart this stream in a little while as a part 2 or do it tomorrow. I understand that I was 2 weeks worth of not doing the episode, but I also understand it is 1 o'clock and I'm hungry. So, yes. We're going to end the stream, and we will see you guys later.